anytime me and Mudge have done like luring work or sit and stay works for any amount of time, I always allow her the opportunity. She's either sitting or doing it right now to pee or poop. I think she just peed. Because it's a lot of work for her. Things are moving fast through her system now, and as she's growing, and so things are going to move faster through her than they would an adult dog. Even with what we might consider a little bit of work is actually quite a bit of work for her. So now we're going to do the puppy exam, and we're going to take advantage of this time to do some grooming with her too. Don't need any of these things. I just need my puppy. Oh, and this goes for 15 minutes. So first thing I do is I set my timer. For 15 minutes. And then I get my puppy. Mudge is my puppy. And I put her on her back. Boop. And we've been doing this for a little. And so we don't want her to squirm. So if she starts squirming or anything, then I just hold her tight until she settles down. She can kiss me. I don't mind that. And I search in between each little toe. Probably got to clip her nails again today. I clipped them the first week she was here, and she let me get through all of them, so I'm just going to make sure we're still in the same place with that. So with some puppies, I wouldn't let them get close to my face because they might latch on. Puppies sometimes get very upset at this. It's a very vulnerable position. And so you do your tick check here too, and feel, I read a vet article, it seemed like a good idea if you feel both legs at the same time, you could, ow! That's what I do if she's mouthing me. Ow! You can see if there's any anomalies, because usually legs are exactly the same for the most part. So if you feel a bump that's not on the other leg or something like that, you might have scope something out early before it becomes a problem. Let's see, I'll just stay still and hold her to me if she does that. A lot of puppies, they want to get out because they want to play. Maybe they see their kids around or their other doggy friends around. My, you got hairy ears. You do. Checking her ears. You got ear hair. Check her belly for ticks. Do the same kind of exam on her back legs. Feel for any changes. Do her tail. And then you can start to brush her too. I'm not a professional groomer, so but I do know how to brush to take the snarls out. Her coat actually is much better than some I've seen. I mean, I think she's gotten damp before and she hasn't become a solid mat of fur. And I've seen that happen with other doodles. Not all doodles, but some get really matted quite quickly. It's almost hard to believe they could get matted that quickly. But we had one here named Jake, and if his hair got even slightly wet, it just became a mat. It was awful. So we kept him pretty much shaved down while he was here. But you could tell it was a common occurrence because his tail had been kept long, and I had to demat his tail pretty much every day. Under the army pits is also a good place to look for bats. Those are just curls. Just curlies. And on the chest. Sometimes I'll take all the dog's gear off to do this. Oh, you've got so pretty curls. You think they'll spring back? Huh? You think they'll spring back, Mudgy? All your pretty curls? Under the arms. You're a good girl. And you can certainly encourage her as you go along. Let her know she's being a good girl. So my method, and again, I'm not a groomer. I might do it differently. I usually skim the top of the fur first, just very lightly, until it can brush all the way through. Ooh, yeah, it got a little tough right there, huh? Little tufty. There's also a comb you can get that makes the first part a little bit easier on the puppy. What a good girl. Don't forget, you don't have to groom the whole dog every day necessarily for all the nails. I haven't brought out the brush in a few days though. I still want to get to her head. Like a good girl. I'm gonna do under. You're not gonna like it. No, you're not gonna like it. I know. She usually gets a little kiss reward from me, and she's not a puppy that's gonna bite. Ooh, little scream and cry, a little low, little crying, little puppy, oh boy, oh little puppy. There we go. Good girl. I know, you're being so patient. You're being patient. Yes, you are. So actually, they have a little bitty brush I like for this. I only know that because one of the last people that had a doodle here brought a little bitty brush along for the face, and it was much easier than trying to manage this brush on the face. I'm coming in. I'm coming in a little. But you can just lightly stroke the whisker area and under the chin. You can get like a little closer with a smaller brush. I don't have one of those here, but they certainly do come in handy. Another comb and a brush. You guys require a little maintenance, huh? Yes, you do. Get the ears. Probably do a better job tomorrow. So I always try to be as light about it as I can because I don't want it to be a bad experience for the puppy. Big wild woolly thing. Huh. Oh. We have enough time to do. Oh, we got a few minutes. We could do the nails. So last time she didn't give me a problem at all. I might have taken her somewhat unawares though, and she was sleeping, and I hadn't brushed her. So every time I split the paw out so I could see the tip of the nail clearly, I take a little off. You're not that willing this time, huh? Good girl. Good girl. I know. She seems to be wise to me this time. So if you do this every week, you just need to take a little off the top, and you'll be less likely to run into quick issues. Me personally, if I feel like it's tougher than normal when I'm pressing on the nail, then I'll take less off than I was originally gonna. Oh boy. We're off to the dew claws. I missed this dew claw. We got fluffy little dew claws. The dew claws are hard to get an angle on. I might want to switch her around for this one. Whee! Whee! Oh boy. Oh, not the dew claw. Not the dew claw. The dew claw is the one that tends to rip into you. On a lot of dogs, they take the dew claws off. Now we've lost your dew claw. There it is. There we go. That's it. No big deal. No big deal. Huh. No big deal. No big deal. We still got this paw. Not this one. No. It's like I said, just like with brushing, you don't have to do the whole puppy if you don't want to. I think I could get a few more and then send off to the back paws tomorrow with her owner. So good. I have trouble seeing the paws with my glasses on. Good girl. Oh, I know. It's scary, but it's no big deal. Good girlie. Good girl. Very sweet girl. See if we get another one. No? Is that a definitive no? Oh my. nice and relaxed before we start. Oh boy. You can play with your dog too while you're doing this, just by manipulating their legs. Handling is very good for puppies, right? And because it makes them much more tolerant of it when they get older. Or you may notice you have a problem with your puppy and need to go to more advanced sort of training and behavioral consultation. But this is usually how we avoid those problems, by just getting them really used to being handled and searching between their toes. Just a normal part of a everyday occurrence when they're a puppy. There it is. Oh, what does that mean? What does that mean? So if she starts, just wait. If she starts before I put her down, if she starts struggling, I'll just wait. Just relax again. You can sometimes tell that with their limbs, depending on how loose they are. Yay! Mudgy, Mudgy, Mudgy. Mudgy, Mudgy, Mudgy. Good girly. Good girly girl. I'm tired after all that. You can also groom her from a standing position too. It's a good opportunity to groom her when you're doing sit on the dog and to get her used to it.